Hey, welcome back to the C Morning Show. AI is making its mark in many areas of our lives, including psychology. AI contributes significantly to the field by assisting in analyzing behavior. It can identify trends in behavioral data that may be difficult for humans to see.
AI can be utilized as an option to improve psychological services, such as mental health related. However, access to mental health care is still limited in Indonesia.
So, how can AI be used to develop mental health services that are accessible to everyone? To find out more, we have AI-based mental health service platform Indonesia, Tenang AI CEO and co-founder Salma Dias Saraswati. Good morning, Mbak Salma. Thank you for coming to See Today. Welcome.
Thank you for having me here.
Welcome.
Sure.
So it's very interesting and it's unique as well. We're talking about mental health. I never thought that it can be developed to something extraordinary, like using the AI system to help someone who are probably have the situation about their mental health. What is the current role of AI in the world of psychology?
Well, I believe the AI will definitely significantly transforming how mental health is actually provided. Because now with AI, mental health support can be more accessible to everyone. Second, the cost is obviously reduced and it is personalized and safe as well for them. So that way everyone can finally get the mental health access that they needed.
Okay.
So for some of us, we're lucky enough, like especially in Jakarta, we can access mental health support
Right.
easier than other places. So what do you think? What is the state of the mental health services around the country at the moment, and what led you to make this such innovation?
Well, if you talk about quality base, it's actually pretty good because we do have like certain standard to be given to the clients. However, there are gaps between the demands and the supply itself. So there are like growing demands of the mental health because of the increased awareness of the mental health, especially in the younger generations like Gen Z and Gen Alpha. They are more aware and they're looking for immediate support for their low to medium yearly stress, but unfortunately, the number of psychologists is not enough in Indonesia. There's no help at night or at random times, and basically, they just needed help as immediate as they can. So that led me to actually build this because of my own experience as a psychologist myself. So when they actually know my number or my contact, usually they can just like call me up at night or at random times.
24/7 access.
Yeah, because they needed help. I mean, I'm not blaming them for that. It's a good thing that they seek for help, but sometimes I'm just overwhelmed and needed to rest, but I would feel guilty if I didn't help them. So that's why I think me and my co-founder decided to build something as the first step of care and prevention as a service as well.
So you actually make this for you.
For the psychologists and the clients as well.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Because you need those, like we wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and
we
like,
need assistance.
I need some help to get to work today. And like,
Exactly.
We need the
"Dear-
motivation.
Right, Dear Tenang, I need motivation, please.
So it's very interesting because the technology, some people believe, or even me personally, I believe somehow technology is also triggering someone to get, to attach too much with the gadget and everything, triggering to the mental health issue, probably in a very mild level. But how AI can be used to help them in order to, to take care of the mental health, and is there any particular types of this AI in developing in your development, especially for this web-based?
Okay, because we are talking about low to medium daily stress that we're solving, we use generative AI to actually create this AI platform. So this generative AI able to create like a more personalized conversation, interaction, and support as well. And with this technology, we can also learn from a set of data that that relates to the psychology and mental health as well. So it can like mimic the conversation between the psychologist and the users itself. That's why we call it like co-psychologists.
Oh, it's called co-psychologist.
Yes.
Ah,
So,
okay, interesting.
That being said, your language based learning, is it in Indonesian or is it in English?
It can understand both English and Indonesian as well,
really?
because we do have like layers that we put around the AI that can understand both language and even addressing the problems as well.
And as I understand, this is a chat box type
Yes.
of thing. So can I abbreviate some words? Like, when you're texting,
Yeah.
you don't type the whole word.
Right.
You just like, can they understand those kind of?
Yeah, I mean, the interesting part of generative AI is that, so we put layers on top of the AI itself. We have like 4 key layers. The first one, if we have a set of data from the conversation between the psychologist and the users itself, so it can be as helpful as possible to the users. The second part is we call it natural language processing. That way, it can give a more empathetic responses and as human-like as possible. That's how the users can chat even in abbreviation slang language of Indonesian and English as well. The third part is that because we designed it specifically for the mental health, so it used psychological approach. In this case, it is cognitive behavior therapy, dialectical behavior therapy, and emotional to actually better address this problem as if they're talking to a human psychologist. And the fourth part is because we are talking about AI technology and mental health, we try to keep it as safe as possible by having this technique called grounding. It is a reinforcement human feedback when the AI can learn from the feedback of the users and the psychologist itself.
Oh, okay. Now, since he mentioned about the chat box,
Yes.
Some of the chat box have a specific name.
Oh, yeah.
The Tenang AI is Nisha.
Yes.
So it's a female mental health psychologist. By the name, it's female.
It's actually a unisex name. The name actually inspired from Indonesia because it's coming from Indonesia and it also coming from Ganesha. It is a god of knowledge.
Okay.
Because I believe like when they have a low to medium distress, it is they only have like a lack of knowledge that hopefully by talking to Nisha, they can get more insights of what's happening.
Okay,
to them.
okay. So how do you make this AI, Nisha, the chat box, behave like psychologists when contacted, and we don't feel like we're like talking with the machine or the, it's very, sometimes it can be very template and it's not relevant to our situation. And what steps were taken during the development of this AI, and how far that Nisha can help someone?
Wow, that's a thorough question. So, related to what makes Nisha actually able to act like a co-psychologist, it's because of the types of AI that we use. That generative AI able to make the users actually can chat in their daily language. It's very free to use, easy to use. I'll show you in a bit. And second is because we have that layers that we put the set of data of the mental health, the NLP that we use that make the users able to chat in their daily language, like talking to a human. The third, the psychological approach that make them able to be treated with a psychological approach and that safety itself. So those layers combined with some set of another technology create this niche so that you can chat with it.
So we don't feel awkward like, Nisha, hi, how can I help you today?
Not at all, not at all.
Sometimes like that, right?
Not at all.
Okay, how are you feeling today?
Sounds more like one of the technology on my phone.
You're right. So tell us how this Nisha works, and can you show us?
Yeah, so you can just like go into our web app. It's called Nisha.tenang aja. So it's very easy to use as a browser. You don't have to download anything.
Okay.
Once you sign up through your Gmail, you can just like buy a package as cheap as 5,000 for 24 hours.
So it's a subscribe base.
Yes, it's even cheaper on a monthly basis.
Okay.
So we're gonna.
Can you please show to the camera so people can see it?
Okay.
Okay. Nisha tenang.ai.
Yeah, Nisha.tenangaja.co.id.
Okay.
Yeah, so once you got in, for example, it says that, hello, let's talk. So say I'm saying that, I'm so tired. Oof. Okay, that's what.
Nisha, I'm so tired.
Yeah. I'm so tired. Let's see.
There's everybody's problem in the morning. Right?
Yeah. So, okay, just wait. Okay, it says that I hear you're feeling very tired and drained. Can you tell me a bit more about what's been happening to you? So it's not just giving advices. It try to assess what happened to you, understand more on the context before giving you advices on what to do. So it's basically like you're chatting with a friend
Like
or with a co-psychologist as well.
So we can have a space to regulate the feelings.
I think I need to try that.
Nisha. Hello, Nisha.
I need direction in life.
yeah.
Oh, okay. So we can tell all the stories, and then he will reply. Nisha will reply. The answer, and the conversation will go on.
Yes.
Okay. So I really curious about this. What about someone go to a psychologist, they want to get like a diagnosis. What happened to me? Why am I feeling stressful all the time? Feeling really sad. Can Nisha do that too?
Nisha is not able to do a diagnosis phase because we are currently having this for this low to medium daily stress. So when you talk to Nisha, it will get you like an understanding what happened. It's like a summary and a better insights on that. And if needed, Nisha will help you book a session with psychologists if you want, or help you do activities to help you, better de-escalate your stress.
Okay. Interesting.
So building this web-based application, of course, there's some challenges. What kind of challenges that you have in developing such technology at the moment?
Wow. Okay, let me tell you what's going on in my mind when you ask about what challenges.
You want to tell us, or you want to tell Nisha?
Nisha, listen, like
Please,
it's hard to develop.
unload it.
I mean, it's so large. I'm trying to figure out what to select, but one of the biggest challenges always come around technology challenges, because we're talking about AI combined with mental health, a technology base. So everything have to do with technology, the alignment, the fine tuning, the development. And the resources of this technology is quite limited here in Indonesia. And another biggest challenge is to ensure that Nisha able to address this in the most appropriate and culturally fit way, because mental health is something that is, personal to everyone.
Yeah. Because
I'm sorry, your background is psychologist or is IT?
I am a psychologist myself.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice. So you know exactly the situation over here, and not everyone, like you said, we are not privileged enough to get the access to seek help, especially if they have a situation.
Even when we're privileged, like we don't want to call our psychologist
Exactly.
like, hey, listen. So I've been having problems.
Yeah. Sometimes we still feel awkward about our situations. We not get used to it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what happened with the younger generation now. They are more aware of their mental health. That's why they try to seek help as early as possible.
Okay.
For some people or older generation, they think that, why would you talk about something as cheap or as simple as this? But for them, they try to seek help as early as possible. It's a good thing, actually.
Right. It's like a first aid.
Exactly.
kit
First
to
step.
get a support of mental health issues. So basically, this technology will not harm the profession of psychologists. But how can this technology can get along with the profession?
Yes, in the future, I believe that AI can be the main prevention as a service. It will never replace the psychologist. On the other hand, it will better empower them in 3 ways. The first one is that this can be like a co-psychologist for early detection. The second part is that they can be like a receptionist in between session with the psychologist. And the third part is that Nisha will always be there for clients when the psychologists are asleep.
Oh, love. Basically, we can access 24/7 then.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
So I'm still a bit curious. Like you mentioned earlier, like the way Nisha right now handling the problem is up to medium problem?
Low to medium.
Low to medium.
level.
So at what point can you say like, okay, this is not something that Nisha can handle anymore, or like how do you assess those kind of things?
Yeah, one of the things that we put is the safety layers. We always ensure that Nisha can address and detect these medium to severe cases. So if there is a users that coming that Nisha detect, it is medium or even severe cases, Nisha will flag the message and help them book the session with the psychologist at the nearest time and at least help them de-escalate the stress at the moment.
Oh,
I'm sorry, I have one more.
Sure.
Privacy.
Nah, yeah, the
Because, you know,
database.
this is one of like the problem
data
talking to
is-
somebody else,
exactly.
and because like, so how do you handle privacy?
Yeah, we put safety, including the privacy, at our hearts. So since the beginning, we ensure that the data that we use to actually improve the AI is never about something that is personal to them.
Okay.
And also, we already inquired HIPAA from the OpenAI itself to actually ensure that the safety is there, the data is actually secured as well. So that's how we handle the privacy.
All right, so it's safe, and I really hope that you can get help using this Nisha.tenangaja.ai.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Salma, for coming here. Thank you with this technology.
Yes, I'll see you online with
Nisha. Nisha.
All right, I'm excited to try it actually.
Right.
All right, so well, with that, we are set for a commercial break. When we return, we'll bring you the news from world headlines. Stay here on the C Morning Show. And meantime, let's try to use
Nisha.
Nisha.
Nisha.